G'day mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Jedi. So last episode we started getting a rocket up and running. Well, a rocket silo up and running is probably more accurate. We also started to attempt to make our own steam along with our own oxygen to run our solid fuel thruster. Now, I've just realized a problem. I only have 5 tons of iron. Even with the multiple iron volcanoes that we've found, we only have 5 tons of iron, which is a little bit low. Metal ore, iron ore, we do have 74 tons worth of iron ore, but the problem is it's nowhere near anywhere we actually make iron, being in the metal refinery. So, yeah, no, this one, this one, and if we go to this storage container that's meant to have iron ore in it, has nothing but iron in it. The idea was I'd ship in iron ore and have iron right here on the ground, auto super pick up iron. It's not really working. What is broken there? Insulated liquid pipe. Okay. That's some toasty oil. Yeah, that is some toasty oil. In fact, that whole machine looks like it's a little bit low on oil. Okay, not things I was planning on doing this episode. Let's put a... Okay, we need an extra long bridge on there. We need a normal bridge on there. We need that on there. On top of that, I have done more exploring across the map. We have unlocked a couple of new geysers over here, including another copper geyser and the most useless geyser of all, a carbon dioxide vent, because reasons. So we've got a couple of new geysers over here. I have also dug a tunnel right across the map here. That is a... I have no idea what you are. Infectious polluted oxygen vent, I bet. We also have got access to another iron volcano, which we're definitely going to open up right now. Even if it just bleeds iron onto the ground, I really don't mind. This side of the map, haven't really found much new. The Dupes have been busy carving away at this last little piece that they need to dig up. Across the top of the map, we did carve all the way across here because we could just sort of double check this whole area. Did unlock another gold volcano. Oh, there's another volcano right here that I didn't even realize. Yeah, we'll do that. So more volcano love, along with up here. Again, I've just dug across the map, sort of get a little bit of a bearing on this whole black area here. I need to put another dig right across here, and also start looking at the right-hand side of the map a little bit more as well. So, more exploring to come up in the near future. What was that? That's a water geyser. Well, you can just be unburied because you're boring. You're a chlorine vent. I made the mistake of popping one of those down below, and it has just been filling the whole map with chlorine. Which is fine. I don't mind. I really, really don't mind. Like, this map is going to be a terrible disaster by the time we're finished with it. But that's fine. That's sort of half the fun of this particular playthrough. Along with, if you look at the temperature overlay, it's... Hang on. Pause. Yeah, no, I want to zoom out, actually. It's a bit of a mess. It's really, 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 really messy. And it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. So, things I'd like to do this episode. I'd really, really, really like to get rockets up and automated. So have one rocket that just keeps flying back and forth, never stopping. Just going out and getting raw resources for us. It is going to have to run on solid fuel thrusters, which is going to be a little bit expensive, which is something I was hoping to avoid, but I doubt it's going to happen. Hang on, I need to go that one and that one. So I need that much built because we need to put in a gantry. So duplicates can access this to fill it up. At the same time, I need to continue life along right the way across with bunker tiles. We're going to have to actually start doing stuff properly with some bunker tiles. And yeah, build another rocket, which is oh so expensive. I think I have enough steel for one more rocket, maybe 2 if we're lucky. They're all been told not to repair. Good. The other thing I'd really like to do, because we need to work out something to cool, I think the best thing we could actually cool, well, we need to cool this machine to start with, even though it's not really hot. What I'd like to do is like to do regular farming. But I don't know if we have the raw steel to do it, because we need to dump down a whole bunch of robo miners, which are 200 apiece, along with a whole bunch of bunker doors, which are 500 apiece. So still a little bit short on steel to start doing that. But yeah, that's a grand plan and dream right at the moment. We've found out we have a certain amount of, where is it? Oxalite around the map, enough for 3-ish launches. So we're gonna run with that to start with and see how far we get. At least that's the plan. Is it oxalate? No, steam. Steam's the one thing we're out of. That, yeah, we don't have a lot of. I can break the liquid tepidizer to make steam, which is something we might resort to doing. Speaking of steam, yes, you have water ready. Okay. I want something. Okay, we're going to put this wire in, and then power smart battery. We're going to set it up. We're going to set it up in case we need to. In theory, hopefully I can do things a little bit more legitimately with just like boiling water with an aqua tuner, but if all else fails, we'll just... I have no reservations about just blowing up a tepidizer and making it overheat. Because tepidizers normally heat liquids up to about 80 degrees and then stop, and we want to go way past 80 degrees. Okay, so I need a gantry... I thought I needed 1 tile worth of room. Okay. Whilst we're here, disable, 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 and disable. Because I know for a fact you guys are going to get clocked sooner or later. Rocketry, gantry. It is only 2 tiles in size. Why can't I build it there? Come on. Okay, fine. We'll build it there. Dig all this out. Dig all of this out. Whoa. Thanks, Dupes. Yeah, you can tell when the game's struggling when you start having cracks out to the vacuum of space. Yeah, game does struggle. Alright, so gantry let us fill up this rocket. We still do need to add automation to open and shut the doors. Oh, and power. Actually, that's something I can cool. Okay, let's work out where we can put power. Alright, we're gonna want power transformers. Out of gold. 3? 3 to start with. Alright, and plumbing. This is something I've been putting off. So, we need to bring liquid in there. Out there. Overflow. Back down and around. Mainly because I had no idea which way we were taking the liquid. Where there's sand. Let's not build on sand. Let's build on some mafic rock. We're gonna go bridge in, bridge out. Speaking of bridges, can I actually have that back, please? That's gonna be our supply. Radiant pipe out of iron. Iron's getting tight. Gold. I'll do to start with. We're gonna set you to go if above 30C. Okay, enabled. If I set that to like that, you suddenly go ballistic. And that water will slowly heat up. Like so. If we set you to 300, we have water. And if I set that back down, it's going up. It's going up ever so slowly, even with more liquid getting dumped in. So, tepidizer works. We'll just leave a tepidizer running normally. Okay, power socket. We want heavy watt wire. Let's start upgrading to the fancy stuff. Hang on. Don't you cost 100, so the cost is exactly the same. We'll run that into each one of those. And then power, conveyor bridge. You, and you. Conductive wire out of gold. Okay, that power wire can go. Disconnect that from that, so that way I can run. Which is going to mean I'm going to start needing access for about there and there. I'm going to start needing access to a lot of this stuff up here. So that goes to there, and then it's going to go into that and power it up. Okay, we can walk away, we can leave that for a minute. Space scanners. I need a high quality space scanner. So I can detect when you're coming back. Which I don't have currently. Alright. Do we just build a naked scanner and take the damage? I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, automation. Is it automation? Yeah, it is. Space scanner. First off, work out where we're going to put it. So 15 tiles. 15 tiles. 14 tiles. So I need to put the base of it here. Automation. Space skaters. Space skaters are annoying because anything within 15 tiles of it interferes with it. The only advantage you have is you can stack them. So I could put another one down here and double up my signal strength. It does mean that I need to keep this whole section. So 15 tiles, and then another 15 tiles. I need to keep this whole section of the map empty. Which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. Really is a bit of a pain. I can build some stuff, like I can build ladders. I have to build some bunker doors across the top to protect these things, or just accept they're going to get pounded. That also works. Yeah, so there's a couple of things I have to do. Right at the moment, I have to build a crap ton of ladders. We're going to need ladders up that side. We're going to need ladders up that side. I'm going to need ladders through all this stuff to clear it all out. 4, 3, ladder in there. You guys are going to want some mesh tiles to sit upon out of iron and iron. That power cable is going to have to come with lag all the way up to here. So that's where my next ladder goes. That's probably enough ladders to clear out all this, because a lot of it's regolith and it'll just fall to the ground. Speaking of regolith, I do want to start harvesting regolith. Quite significantly. I'd really like to get a shovel farm up and running. But to do that, what I really want to do is I want to be able to drop things down rather than transport them down. Drop them down a great elevator shaft straight onto my magic weight plate of all the things heavy. What's that? 15,000 tons and counting. So yeah, I want to basically put a ladder system that starts here and just goes this way. Basically forever. And I want to move my central ladder system to here and have the dupes work everything off this. Because it means that when I get to clearing out a level like this one, I can put down a conveyor dropper and just drop everything straight down this shaft, and it'll end up exactly where central storage is. Everything down here I have to ship up, which is a pain, but everything from the top I can at least drop down. On a side note, these auto sweepers, they're getting there. They're slow, like super slow. Come on. He's got 120 kilos of abyssalite. This sweepy, there's stuff all over his level. He doesn't have much either. Each time they do a pass, they only pick up 10 kilos, and as most tiles have several hundred tons, it's taken them a while. Where's something you can't reach? There's one of you guys that can't reach. Well, here's a abyssalite at like 2 tons. Like this is a natural tile. They're 500 kilos each when I dig them up. They'd in theory halve, but then we're running modified, so who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of material. Like granite, 4.2 tons. It's taking them a while. There is. Yeah, 20 tons of clay, because he went this way. And he went over here. He passed it twice. He picked up 20 kilos. He's going to pick up 10, 10, 10, 10, rinse and repeat. In saying that, I have had this guy down here for quite some time. He's managed to clear up everything, including liquids. We're up to 940 kilos worth of naphtha. Is that more naphtha? That's more naphtha. You're carrying naphtha. Great. So I need a naphtha storage tank, which is something I never thought I'd say. Oh, and I also want to hire more dupes. So the dupes I'm looking for, particular dupes I'm looking for, are dupes that do absolutely nothing except tidy. I have so many things I'd really like to tidy it up, and it's just not happening. What the hell happened there? Did you get too hot? You did. Or you had bad gas. As you're on a closed loop, I'm willing to bet you got too hot. No. Technically, you're not actively cooled. No. I don't know. You are sitting in a pool of petroleum. Why are you in a pool of petroleum? Oh, you're exploding. Oh, and I overfilled it. I'm doing well. Can we remove that, please? And empty pipe section. Priority 9. Actually, there's no point until. Yeah, there's no point until some dupe does exactly that. Okay. Priority now. I think that's probably enough. Yes, okay. So let's fix that refinery, plumbing, liquid bridge, priority 9. Drop that back down there to drain that pipe. Yeah, I dropped petroleum all over these because that boiled. Hopefully no more of those problems, because they're slightly embarrassing. It is also, that is a very short loop. This is the steel one, which is the hottest one, and that's a very, very short loop. Could I do there to there to there to there? Detach. Yeah, there's a few more tiles. I'll accept that. We'll open up the door and we'll send a poor dupe in there to get it done. Oh yeah, it's overpressurized in here. It's hot in here. You want to get in, you want to get out as fast as possible, dupes. Come on. That's a little bit loud. A little bit loud. That's a little bit better. Nobody can find 3. Well, we found the Gravitas building. I hope one of you can dig that up. Go over the top. That's fine. Alright, so we found the Gravitas building. Let's go back to this probably. Oh, I want pictures of duplicate pain. That's what we like to see. Duplicates in pain. Alright, done. Alright, and then we lock that door. Okay, problem solved. Hopefully that's enough that this doesn't overheat anymore. I now have some oil hanging around on the floor. They'll get repaired eventually. Naphtha. Sure. We're gonna put a. Let's go with insulated. Do I put a pump in here? I probably should. Where can I get power from? Actually, I don't need real... There's real power right here. That's an ancient power line. Okay, we're going to steal some power and run that in there. Done. Yep, and then we're going to pull the naphtha in here. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but like it's already bottled, so I might as well keep it bottled and do something with it. I just don't know what. Alright, what else was I doing? I was hating that food keeps decaying. I don't think it's decaying down here because this is in a fridge. No, it is decaying in a fridge because that little bit of plutocracy keeps bouncing around. Let's deconstruct you. Oxygen, deodorizer. Put one at that height, and then mesh tile, and then one at that height. Sort of hope the area would fill up with CO2. It hasn't happened so far. Can I push everything over a tile and move this up one more? No, not really. Probably 9. Because somebody needs to put something in you, otherwise it don't work. Alright. Yeah, that's going to take a while. This is the problem when it comes to anything space related. Everything takes so long to do. Like they don't even have the power line in yet to do our gantry. Can I manually open those and close those? I could. Fine. Battle rabbit. If you dig the floor underneath you, you'd be fine. Can you... Battle rabbit. What's your story? You're expressing yourself. You're stuck is what you're telling me. Yep, they're both stuck now. You move. Oh, that was a pretty red one. It did a pretty lot of damage. Student, come here. Express themselves. Express themselves. There we go. Okay. They're unstuck now. Hopefully. 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 There we go. Unstuck. I'm sort of tempted to wall this off so I can just dig in peace without getting hit with meteorites and losing dupes and stuckness. Okay. Let's leave that for a moment. Oh, that power cable's also crap. It's going to have to cover those two doors so they open reasonably quickly. Unlike the game. Nope. Nope. Okay, I need that power wire. And automation wire. I'm sure. See, automation wire goes in perfectly. I can now switch things manually. So we're going to put in a switch. Alright. If we get those done, we should be good. That can get dug out. Sunburn. battle rabbit. You had some sunburn, dude. I feel for you. As an Australian, I seem to get sunburnt every summer, like twice. Without even trying. I'd just be outside for 10 minutes. Bang, you sunburnt. Sorry, JD. Bad luck. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to put in a cut. Because at the moment, there's a lot of construction tasks. Oh, we finally moved down our atmospheres. You guys are awesomely crap and slow. But yeah, we finally got that done. Alright, mop. We'll get that done. We'll pull off that one little bit of block. I also had to get rid of our hatches. Turns out I ran out of food. Well, not really. Mostly. A little bit. And I should do something about this. Which I've been ignoring and hoping would go away. Alright. I'm going to put in a cart, do a little bit of a wait for Dupes to get the crap done. Cancel sweep. Nope, we're going to go through a new dupe first. Tofu, dirt. Okay. Can't dig. Farming, researching, cooking. Yeah? Building, researching. You can't dig. You have no strength. You're useless. Building, researching. Farming, cooking, research. Okay, we're going to bring in a Harold, which we're going to say, thank you, money, for supporting the channel. It's very much appreciated. Money's one of my new patrons. So yeah, thank you very much, Money, for supporting the channel. I hope you live a long life, but let's be realistic in this series. Yeah. Sep's going to grab more cooking. You're going to go into research. That way, hopefully, you level up faster. I need to get you an exosuit training so you can actually move around the base. Ergophobia goes there. Meep was doing... Meep's our tidy boy. So's Loopy. So, let's go to... What was Money going to do? I don't remember. Money. Money want to do research and building. Okay. So priorities, money. Can go into building. Tenacity is not bad at. He could probably be a Metatronics engineer. But Meep and deliver stored materials. Tidy. Empty storage. Mop, disinfect, repair, clean out house, empty desalinate, sweep. That's the one I want. Okay, so I want you boys to put a little bit more preference on sweeping. Life supply, empty storage, repair supply, research, operate, farming, cook, medical, power supply, fabrication, storage, sweep. So I think if I move these boys over to here, follow camp. You're eating. That doesn't count. You're also eating. Alright. Mop, repair. What insert tile? I don't care about the inside tile. Sheesh. Priorities. Oh wait, Meep. Mop. Yeah, repair mesh tile. Those ones I do actually care about. Gold storage. Because it turns out we've gone through all the gold. Construction, construction, construction. I really don't want you to do construction. Building or supplying. Can I... What's storing? Deliver and store materials. Can I turn that down? Oh, let's go. Store Chevaleg. Store Bleachstone. Store Sedimentary Rock. In a automatic dispenser. Yeah, that's what I want. Store Sedimentary Rock. Polluted dirt. Why are you storing stuff in those? Oh, it's this automatic dispenser. Okay. And then build, harvest, construction supply, loopy, reply. Gold, blue, dirt. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I want. So now I have 2 duplicates that will do some actual cleaning up around the base. Awesome. Alright, well, right here's where I'm going to put in a cut. Like I said, I will be back in a little bit after, obviously, the dupes up here have got some of this knocked out. And when I say some of this, I mean most of this, because this itself is going to be a nightmare to get built. Take constant meteorite damage. Yeah. Not to mention, it's going to rob us of so much steel that I can't build another rocket. We need more steel. Alright, like I said, put in a cut, I'll be back. Alright. And finally, we're back. So, finally, after like 45 minutes or so, the dupes have finally managed to get our space scanners. Now, we have 2 space scanners with 100% quality, with a network quality of only 33%, which is less than ideal. But this should give us enough signal that we could close some doors. But the main thing I want is I want a network quality, so I can start putting doors above these areas. But the first thing I want to do is I want to launch this rocket to this oily asteroid. I want to get more research done. Speaking of research, why is that not finished? I think it's because the data cards keep getting stuck and buried under things. So what I need to do is I need to... I got 2 switches here. No, wrong one. Automation. This one should open those doors. Whilst the meteorite storm's going, sure, why not? Which should launch the rocket. Cathode. Hello? That one. Launch mission. Launch rocket. Hello? The fact that you're buried shouldn't make an ounce of a difference. Launch path blocked. Do I really need... Yes, I need one more tile. You're kidding me. Priority now. Those ones. Priority now. Those ones. Alright, well, we'll close the roof in the meantime. Okay, new rocket. New rocket is going to be a cargo rocket, which I can't build yet. But we put down research modules to take up a blank space and then build around it. Same time, I'm going to have to extend. You don't quite have to be that high a priority. Do you realise? That priority. Actually, only to there. Because that's all regular. That'll fall down. Alright, can we get these done, please? Yeah, gold. Am I going to build it as well? You notice I might have some slightly damaged duplicates. 2. I had this metal refinery running flat out, and it has slightly cooked itself and cooked the oil in the pipes several times. So I end up having to come in here and, if we go to plumbing, rearrange the pipes and also put in a temp shift plate just to try and stop this guy overheating. Speaking of things, we also upgraded power, added a heap more hydrogen generators in here with some natural gas generators to back it up because we had the space, so why not was my answer. That was my official answer. Why not? Mesh tiles. If I put 2 there, 2 there, that should do it enough that they drain. With Meep and Loopy, I want to say, on sweep duty, we have almost got half the base swept. Building, operating, suit wearing. Can't attack. That's okay. I don't mind you. We're going to take... Oh, Pip Eggs. No, we're going to take you. We're going to bring in... First name I happen to see. Say you're Linux. Print. Skills. So, exosuit wearing first. That one. Sep. No. Money. No. Cars have started up and running. Obviously, it's getting closer and closer to sunrise. Yes, I am recording things in the middle of the night again. We can have a construction. Huff can have a plumbing tidy. Battle rabbit. That one. Take me. Ranching. Saran is pretty much done, but you can have that. Construction 3, Father Bloopy. Oh, you were meant to get crit arranging. Doesn't matter. Glass Eye. Research. OTB. That's far enough up the list. Schedule, because this is something I haven't done for a while. How many would you have on schedule number 1? Only 5. That's not too bad. Do we have any death slots? Accidental misplacements of dupe slots we can fill? No. Alright, so I'm actually not going to do anything about it. So, can we get, please? Oh, here's money. Deliver. And then you pee in the suit. Dude. You do it on camera. That's the worst part. Okay. With that done. Oh, there's slightly hidden switches. If I flick that switch, all those doors should open. So if you're a cargo rocket, we just need a capsule on top. Yeah, that's going to be the whole rocket. Cargo, capsule, steam, done. Because, no, wrong button. Star map. I sent you to that planet. Okay, we're gonna just send a cargo rocket for niobium. Nothing else. Nothing grand. Nothing grandeur. Just the bare basics. Launch. There we go. Finally, fifth time's a charm. All right, and with that done, or you can melt my automation entirely. Yup. Okay. We might need something a little bit more hardy. Steel. Right through there. And our switches down here. Where are switches? Switches. Okay. Some slightly higher quality switches. Obviously the lead ones didn't fare nearly as well as I'd hoped. Actually, I need to dig out those tiles. Yeah. Dig. Yeah, student pilots. I mean, R-ing. He's thinking about things. Are we out of oxygen again? Nope. Definitely nope. Still nope. The atmosphere's got oxygen. Yeah, okay. It's just all the tubes have these little lines under them that's either low health or lack of oxygen. And obviously it's low health. Alright, so we've got some sweep tasks going. We have we've got the rocket system is up and running a little bit better. We have excess power now. Oh, and that was the other thing we were doing. We were making a lovely ladder all the way up to... the idea was to go straight to the top to have this as my drop chute, but obviously that's not going to work with volcanoes in the way. So, yeah, I'm going to keep aiming to go straight up, and I might have to move this whole contraption over a couple of tiles to wherever it needs to be to dodge all the volcanoes. But we're going to dig that out. We're going to dig that out, and then we're going to keep going up. Meanwhile, can I do a cut to the side of the map? Not yet. I'm looking for a clear spot where it's ground the whole way, that I can just have the dupes just dig a straight path with hopefully as few ladders as possible right to the edge, you know, back to this main corridor, so they have alternate ways up and down. I was planning on putting in transport tubes, but that's not going to happen. Not until I have a straight shot from base all the way up. I could put transport tubes right upside of here, which was an original intention. And even that managed to hit a volcano. Or two. So yeah, we'll see. That's our first problem. So network quality is now at 17%. Yep. Okay, the other thing I'm going to need to do is automation. I'm going to need a space scanner. And you, sir, are going to have to be there. Sure. On two of those tiles with a power connection, with a automation signal, which has to go through a NOT gate. Automation. Ribbon reader, NOT gate, that's what I want. And where's my jump? Okay, that's all I need to have automation to make sure that when the rocket comes back, we open the doors. It won't pop out the gantry, that's going to be manual, that's perfectly fine by me. For the moment, we will automate it later. But yeah, at the moment I just need something to get us up and running. So we have no steam still. You are still dormant. So we're going to have to break this open to start superheating the water in here. And pumping the steam out. You're going to filter out steam, which will pump exactly where we want it. Good. And ventilation. We want mafic rock. And we need to bring that into that steam rocket as well. Okay. Home. I want to know why that would be why. It's not high enough priority that anybody actually wants to come do research. Errands. Who is our researcher? Virtual planetarium. So we have to get all the way up there. Astronomy. We have 3 of them that can do. Okay. Nope, wrong button. Priorities. Research. Sicky. They look like they could do research. Skills. Sicky. Can now. Catron can. I prefer she did that over anything else. Deadly kittens, possibly. This is the problem with dupes dying off the time. You don't know who does what. 1, 2. Whoever's in the rocket ship is 3. Oh, Father Bloopy. Father Bloopy, my boy. Bloopy, Bloopy, Bloopy. 2 stars. Alright. Because I really need the research done. The other thing I did, and this is something I really recommend when you have, like I've done with a trash system, set up in the base, a conveyor loader, allow menu, you sweep all, and this is what Loopy and Meep have been using for most of the time. It's also set to a super high priority, so they come use this one and dump all the crap in here, which then auto ships out on the Great Trash system. Which, by the way, is very full. It's constantly shipping stuff out. There's a sweepy, there's a sweepy, there's a sweepy. No, they're still busy collecting stuff slowly. Ever so slowly. I still have this whole area that I want to sweep out. And the other thing I realized is these grooming stations are set up wrong. I need to make sure that dupes can only get in from the top when it comes to our cheval breeding pen. You're running that and that, so I could just move you to here. No, I could move you to there. And then I can get rid of that whole heavy wire. Let's do that. And run crappy wire through to there. Nope. Power overlay. Deconstruct. All of that with so much lag. Also deconstruct that. Which then means no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to work out how much further I need to bring this to get in and out. If we put, actually, if I put doors there and there. I literally just move everything over 2 tiles. No. Oh, yeah. No. No. 2 tiles is not enough. So, if I put a door there, and then wall there, shipping. Auto sweeper. Has good range. Nope. Shipping auto miner. Also has really good range. Because I also need to get auto miners in there. You know what? If I do that again. Yeah, that should be hopefully enough room. It does mean the whole gas tank's in the way. Okay, let's assume that I knock that wall, that floor out, and then we build over here. Yeah, that might be a little bit excessive. Deconstruct buildings, get rid of those ones, get rid of those ones. Bring our obsidian tiles all the way across. And up there. Remove that. Remove that. Now I can see a separate problem because I'm going to have to get some decent power in here. Not this cheap crap. Shipping. Auto sweeper. Okay. Robo miner. I need that tile to go away. You're in my way. Technically we need those ladders actually. That's going to be our access. That door can go away. That door can go away. We'll put a door in there. Okay, so try that again. Robo miner. As long as you're on the roof, the horrible little chevals can't puke on you. Make one of those there. You can see how low on iron I'm getting. Like, that's critical. You don't have overheat, do you? No. So you can be made out of lead. Problem solved. Alright. Steel. A little bit overkill. Copper. They don't need to be super heat treated to work down here. This is definitely in the base. Okay, Roman miner out of copper. I don't know if I need an auto sweeper, but I'm going to make one anyway. Just on the off chance we need it later. In theory, we're going to bring in our regolith here, which should be fine. Our chevals will eat the regolith. That'll be fine. We create a breeding station. Eggs. We might ship the eggs out. We might ship the eggs up into here. I'm honestly not sure. We might also set up incubators. Again, I'm not sure. Okay, so... telescope, sure. You can do that one. Research, this is what I'm waiting on. Can we get a rocketry, a command capsule? At the same time, I should be able to dig that out, please. And let's plan ahead. Deconstruct, priority 9. Get rid of those. So I can put in my gantry. Meanwhile, what are we up to? 90 degrees. Yeah, it keeps flicking on and off continuously. Eventually we'll get warm enough. I need to turn you... Yeah, stop adding water. Below 0. Yeah, don't add water. Let's just try and get what we have hot enough that it turns to steam and stays that way. And the problem is that the aquatune is not actually cooling anything yet. Oh, I should have built this underneath a rocket. Oh, I'm an idiot. Because the rocket's underneath the rocket. The bottom 9 tiles. So 9 tiles deep, 3 tiles wide. the heat from the rocket blasts right through that area. It doesn't matter whether there's a solid mass in the way, it goes straight through anyway. And had I done that, we could have harvested that steam to then heat the next lot of steam to run the next rocket. But that's okay. So, what I do need to do is I need to put some insulation there, because we're letting the heat out. And I also need to do... Yeah, it's tricky doing heavy wire insulation, but that'll do us for the moment. Alright. You're good, you're good, you're good. We have a couple of rover miners here to clear out most of the garbage. Do I build a wall over you, or do I accept the damage? I think we're going to accept the damage for the moment. Steel, 9 tons. Okay, 9 tons should be enough. No, I don't want to put in auto regolith harvesting until I work out exactly where our drop chute's going to be. Carbon dioxide vent. That is absolutely useless. Thanks, game. Keep going up. Up, 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 up to there. Well, I already cut right across the map there, so that's fine. We can dig that out. And it's a little bit of stand around and wait for the dupes to get here and get stuff done. Alright, meanwhile, let's keep going up. So hopefully I can get 2 dupe teams, one here digging down and one here digging up. New printables. We'll have a... Allergic is problematic in our base because we do have plants around. Biohazardous is fine. Anemics are problematic, but unconstructive we can work with. You are a suit-wearing rancher. I'll take you purely because we are short on dupes. So, let's bring Zombieland into the base. I really hope I don't already have a Zombieland. Hang on, let's double check. I don't remember seeing a Zombieland. There's always a chance he died. No, it doesn't look like we have a Zombieland. Printables. Let's bring a Zombieland in who is going to go straight into suit wearing. Scroll down, 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 down. Yep, that one. Loopy has everything, like field research. That way you can become better at picking stuff up. You can master picking up stuff faster. Your Metatronics engineering will give you some strength for the moment. I probably should do another one of these. Alright, so what's our offset? It is back 3. So everything becomes work time. Come on. And then bedtime becomes 1, 2, 3. And then we have 5 downtime, it seems. That's a little bit excessive. And you're going to be schedule 10, schedule 10, schedule 10, and schedule 10. Now, don't worry that we're going to have overlapping schedules. Not quite, it's getting close. Alright. Yep, so dig up, dig down, nothing else we can do. Wait for the rocket to go and come back. Wait for this research to finish. Father Bloopy's hard at it. There's 70 odd points to go. Actually, I just noticed. That's covered in water. Yeah. Let's go in mesh tiles. At least that lets the water through. Actually, Something's been bugging me for a long time. Let's remove you and remove you. So our carousel. I love it. It's cute. It's awesome. The catch is dupes puke on it. Okay, they go round, they puke. Okay, it's becoming a pain to tidy it up all the time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our triage look a little bit funny in shape and size. Hang on, I need that tile, which means I guess we change that to open and that to lock. Yes. And then I'm going to knock these out. I'm going to move it up a tile, and then underneath it, I'm going to try and create a catch basin for all the puke, because I'm sick of tidying it up. Come on, Pope. Puke, improve my... No, okay, don't puke. Come on, I need this done. Buildings only, that tile, that tile. That tile, that tile, that tile. Okay, so that goes in there. We have... And then I want a catch basin. So I want... Basically... Shovel? Go away. Deconstruct that tile, deconstruct that tile. Won't build those two yet. Plumbing, liquid pipe. Yes, yes. What do you do with the puke once you have the puke? Ideally, I'd drop it down the shaft, but there's no tiles for me to put in. Actually, if we put in... Oh, hang on. Oh. No, that's our wastewater pipe. The one that's full of clean water. So we put that straight there without any hassles. Oh, it's 5 tiles up. They can't reach. They can't reach to deconstruct the tiles. Put a ladder there. Okay, can somebody actually deliver the shovel to the shovel farm? It's been hanging around for 30 cycles. Plumbing, mini pipe, which goes there, which happens to overlap with a plumbing line, with a power line anyway. Nobody wants to swap these doors. 9. Yeah, there's a lot of broken ladders. I figure they're all going to get broken eventually, and then I just won't have to worry about it. You actually need to be repaired. Deconstruct. Rotate. Pop that in there. That'll let us get a duplicate in there, which means I'm going to need a duplicate who's trained. Alright, back to our carousel problem. Okay, nobody build a ladder out of plastic then. Alright, he's tied up and nobody will drop him off. Right now. Errands. Nope. Errands. No pending deliveries. No pending deliveries. No pending deliveries. Oh, there we go. Shovel. Okay, my fault entirely. Plastic ladder, not my fault. Huff, hurry up. You're too slow. That should be locked. Okay, build a plastic ladder. Take out these 2 mesh tiles. Good Huff, and the other one. And now take out the plastic ladder. Awesome. And then we want to go... Stations? No, furniture. It's under furniture. Carousel right there. Add a lead. Yeah, I always like the idea that they're going to get lead poisoning when they ride on their toys. It has an overheat temperature of... Yeah, that takes away from the overheat temperature. Let's not make it out of lead then. Let's make it out of gold. Make it shiny. Another thing I'm going to have to do, not in this episode, but in a future episode, is build a graveyard. Because we've had so many problems, or I've had so many problems with the mods just getting them to work to make the game load, that I do no longer have my sulfur bath. So all these corpses that are just laying around doing nothing, we're going to make a burial ground for them. Just because I think it's probably time we buried some dupes at least. Just 1 or 2 of them, not all of them. I'm not that generous. Alright, make the carousel, and then I think we're going to call it here for today's episode. We've got some work done, we've got this sort of half set up. The shovel didn't even get dropped off. I have no idea where it went. Did it get turned into a barbecue? You're missing data banks at 168. And of course, our rocket's gone to that one rather than that one. It should have gone to that one to get the rest of the research done. It's alright. It'll bring back research from there. It'll be fine. How long did you say? Oh, oh, 1.8 cycles till it's home. Okay. I should probably shut those doors. Although... you should be set to... Ep21 Service Space Station. Which sets that to... green? Setting a green signal. Sending a red signal. Network quality 33%. Why? Did they swap the automation on me? He's not due back for 1.8 cycles. That means it should... Or did I get this around the wrong way? Oh, that confused the hell out of it. Knock gate. Deconstruct. Yeah, pull doors. Okay. In theory, that should be okay. We have 60 kilos of steam per tile. It's at 108 degrees. I need to get it up to like 120-ish. Maybe we'll say, can we not add more water, please? You know, I'm just going to drop the temperature. 110. If we get to 110 degrees, start pumping it out. Because this seems... minus 500? No, 0. Okay. Pause. Send green signal if above a bazillion kilos. Hey, we got to 110 degrees. It's a tiny bit of steam. This thing's 120. Problem is it doesn't really exchange heat terribly well with anything around it. Actually, you know what? What we might do... Just set to 105. 105 should be stable. 109, 109, 109. Where's the oxygen coming from? Oh, really? No. Oh, we do have oxygen there. I had no idea. Alright. There we go. 112, 113. Great. I do need to set you... Crap, I need another NOT sensor, another ore sensor. Because we do need to set that if we get down to no gas in this room, that we open up, add more water. Because if we get a vacuum, everything in this room will overheat. Open star map. We'll get that one done. Analyze object. You're filling up with gas slowly. I should have more than one gas pump. Again, another mistake. I'm just full of mistakes this episode. Anyway, I think, unless you're really close, though you're still 1.1 cycles away. Okay, I think that's where we're going to call it. In theory, you're going to land without any problems. We should get the research. It means I can get the next rocket built at least before the next episode starts. Our lovely carousel will no longer have us dealing with puke, which is great. Where food is sorted, definitely. Look at how much barbecue we've got. And I have actually started making frost buns, which the dupes are not allowed to eat, to make frost burger on the off chance that we can find some frost buns. But yeah, cats are up, as you guys can maybe hear in the background. They've decided it's tango hour and deciding to play lots. Plastic ladder, plastic ladder, plastic ladder. Yeah, more exploring next episode. And it looks like we've finally knocked out everything in the bottom half of the map, so I might just schedule all this to be dug as well. Just so it's scheduled and hopefully gets done whilst we're not paying any attention whatsoever. Anyway, that's what we're going to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea how long this episode is. I can tell you right now it's well over 2 hours for me, 2.5 hours for me. But yeah, I got no idea how long it was for you guys. But nonetheless, I thank you guys if you've watched, especially if you've watched all the way to the end. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Oxygen Not Included, our Subnautica base. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Bye.